You turn off your ring on your phone.
And we're back. Hey, welcome back to One Point Motherfucking Zero. I'm your host, Dr. Shep, coming back across the track once again, my friend. I've walked on water, I've walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Man, welcome to tonight's episode, man. And tonight's episode is named Judge Not, Lest Ye Be Judged. Now, y'all let that marinate. I'd like to welcome everybody and all the new followers that started following, man. Hey, much love. I appreciate y'all for hitting that button and joining our family, and I want to welcome you here. Because Dr. Shep love to see the numbers go up of people that are paying attention to the conversation that we having here at the doctor's office, which is my living room. You did, because we have living room conversations here. Now tonight's subject is we're gonna get to it, but first I'm gonna just roll into it easy, because I don't want to just throw it on y'all. You know how I do it, you dig? We're gonna sit around, talk a little shit, and smoke a while, and I'm gonna hit you with it, shock you. You dig? Like, shock you. Shit like that. Like a cobra, strike. Okay. So I want to remind y'all of the show, the comedy show that I have coming up with Brother Man from the Fifth Floor in Galveston, Texas. It will be on the beach, and it will be December the 30th. That's New Year's Eve. Can you dig it? Man, it's going to be a great scenic type of show. It will be on the beach at the Civic Center there. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to give a good present, that would be a great one. But Brother Man he's in town, I believe, already. Because I've seen online where he's been a couple places with Al Freeman, that's who putting the show on, Mr. Al Freeman, and peace to Al Freeman if you're watching this show. It's a that's a big brother of mine that has actually Al Freeman. If I would took his offer, I would have been in California probably still today. But you're only ready when you're ready, baby. So um, he's the Al Freeman is the guy that I was doing shows with down at Phil and Darius. Speakeasy comedy production, I believe it is. Speakeasy. So he's putting on the show with Brother Man down in Galveston, Texas, December the 30th. And I'll be going live, man, which I've never really felt ready, really like ready to display comedy and growth and stuff as I am today. So that's going to be an interesting show. So I suggest you probably get a ticket, because it's going to be a mix of comics there. You're going to have comics there from the what I call the New Jack Swing comics, that New Jack shit. So they'll be there, and it'll be a couple of guys, me, Juan Villarreal, and sure enough, Al Freeman and um, Bruh Man himself, which his real name is Reginald Ballard from Galveston, Texas. So um, it'll be a great show. It's going to be a great show, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to showing up and showing out. So y'all put that on your calendar. Like I said, it would be a great Christmas gift to take someone to Galveston and be on the beach and enjoy comedy. And this comedy show is going to come with an actual after party. So you'll get to hang out not with just the comedians, but you'll get to hang out and have a good time afterwards. A safe time. You know, we'll all be in one place, and um, we are all professional comedians, so we should um, draw a professional crowd. Is what I'm saying. It's people, grown folks that want to enjoy themselves. So that's what we're looking for. Y'all put that on your calendar and everything. And as always, I'm gonna light up something for our ancestors, and then I'm gonna light something up for the Negroes that are still here. You did, and we'll get this thing started. Palo Santo. That's what I'm lighting, y'all. Nice protection and aroma, promote good spirits and good vibes. We'll light that up here and put it over here in that candle. Let's do it. Let it do its thing. I'm about to open up and let the spirits take over these voices that I hear in my head. You dig? And big heads up. As I told y'all last week, we are officially in war. No one has officially said it, but we're officially at war. So you know me. I want y'all to be prepared for whatever. And then this winter, the weather has changed. It's been beautiful weather, man. I have been enjoying that. It's been cool. I have been enjoying, pulling out the leather jackets and all this here, all the warm ups and jumpsuits and all that, like the dress. So wintertime is the time for that. So I've really been enjoying it. But this is Texas. So as you can see, I'm dressed in my, white beater and my vest. I don't went Tupac style tonight because it's like 80 something degrees. Well, now it's like 70s, in the 70s, but I love it. So I got to dress, play dress up for 3 days at least. So tonight's show, man, we are talking about judge not unless ye be judged. Now this is what they call now is a counsel culture, meaning that somebody has the uh, power or the ability to counsel you. Yeah, and it's all fake. You know what I'm saying? It's because like if you make a online account on Facebook or Twitter or TikTok, somehow that becomes your actual personality, or somehow that becomes actually who you are. Your pictures of your food, your pictures of your vacation, your pictures of, in the hospital, your pictures of, people do it all. Pictures of somebody in the casket at a funeral, they don't care. They putting it all online. So this become your actual life. Not the one where you walk around in your own skin. Your skin has become the outside of your phone. And that's where you live. That's where your soul resides. Have you ever seen a person? I've done it. Watch a person when they lose their phone and see how helpless and how out of place they are and distraught. I went through it. I break a phone every month. And every month I'm distraught. I never get used to the feeling of being without my phone. And I know what's happening to me. So that's somewhat of an addiction. When you know what's happening to you and you just can't stop it. And that's how we are. So we put ourselves out there. And when you put yourself out there, there are people, they say hurt people hurt people. Yeah. So they're just waiting for you to come out there and put yourself out there so they can judge you. It's kind of like a bad video game. Let me look online and see who I can judge today. Because I ain't got to get popped in my mouth for what I say. I can hide in my bathroom and talk about everybody. And ain't got to get that pow pow put on my ass. So y'all don't, yeah. But you continue to put yourself out there. And then here come the judgment. And what kills me, and that's how I know there's a new kind of human being. I was gonna say, black folks or kids and stuff. No, that's a new kind of human being out there that can't stand judgment. There have been cases of people who have been online and they have suffered what they call online bullying. Meaning a motherfucker in Africa can say some shit to you over here in America and you take it to heart and then you go kill yourself or harm yourself in some sort of way for what them people said. And they actually started holding people accountable for this online existence and this online right to be protected, even if you put all your business out there. Once you put your business out there, it used to be public information, meaning that you could take it and use it how as long as you don't go out of the bounds of what's true. You did. So we put ourselves in a position to be judged. Okay. Now, the thing about judging, people hide behind saying that, oh, that's just my opinion. No, no. An opinion and judging are two different things. This is how an opinion works. Hey, well, Tom, I got this situation over here, and I would like to know if you got a better insight on it than I do. I'd like your opinion. So Tom is going to say, well, well, yeah, that's interesting. And I'll tell you what, if it was me, you know, I leave the bitch and I lock her, change all my locks and, wouldn't even talk to her no more until she get the goddamn court papers from the delivery guy. That's what I would. That's just my opinion. Not saying that your old lady's a bitch or anything. We just, you asked me my opinion. No, Tom, that's great, man. She is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. That's how an opinion works. But when you judge, this is how it goes. Hey, Tom. Oh man, I got this situation, man. What's going on? What's happening? Tom, that's what Tom gonna say. What's going on? He gonna tell Tom, but Tom is not gonna give him his opinion. Tom gonna do this. He gonna listen, and then he gonna be like, "Well, man, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up, cuz." You know what I'm saying? If I you, man, I could kill that hoe. He gonna immediately give you something that will put you in a worse situation than somebody giving you an opinion and giving you an opportunity to choose. But this nigga gonna tell you to do some bullshit. See, that's judging because he ain't listened to what you said. He judged the situation and gave you something for you to do. Never said that he would do it. And we all know his old lady done sucked a few dicks. He ain't killed nobody, but he gonna give you that. See, judge not unless you be judged. And what that's about is that people will give you their advice and you will listen to people and you'll never know what their lives are like. You'll never know that they are probably worse off than you. But because they dress up and smell good and when you show up and meet them, then you are in judgment because you just judge that person as being credible. And as long as we've been here, we ought to know we all go through the same shit. So why are we listening to each other if it's not in judgment? Why are we listening to each other while we in judgment? Oh, girl, that bitch ain't nobody. Oh, that's a whole ass fuck nigga right there, man. I wouldn't fuck with that. In judgment, you have probably looked over the love of your life, because either you judged or somebody else judged and told you, and you missed the opportunity of your life in judgment. Not stepping to that person, getting to know them, asking them questions, or being genuinely interested, and then making a choice, not a judgment. I don't have to judge you to make a choice. I can just make the choice not to learn anything about you so I don't have nothing to judge. I can make the choice just to turn around and go the other way. I can make the choice just to give you the basic respect that a human being deserves and never get involved in what your life is like. So there's plenty of ways to, and plenty of avenues to not judge people, but that's what we love. And we also love putting ourselves out there to be judged. So why are you so upset if you show me everything from what you ate this morning to what you threw up after you left the club tonight? But if you truly have time to judge someone else, that means you've reached nirvana, because you're almost perfect and you're balanced in who you are. And we don't see much of that. You can't be in nirvana and be judging somebody else, because that's a heightened level of existence, consciousness. So you can't be. So what's going on? Why do we feel like we have something to judge about everybody and everything? Because we're all suffering mass insanity. Nobody knows that this is wrong because everybody's doing it. Monkey see, monkey do. So how long have we been monkeys? Well, let's just look. Now, if slavery really happened, they had stories about slavery on how they got slaves to get on the boat. From what I heard, some white boy showed up with some Hershey bars. Let one of them Negroes taste it, and the taste of chocolate was just, you know how chocolate is. Shit, melt in your mouth, all, get you feeling funny and shit. You let him taste it. That nigga went and told the other niggas about it. Gave him the bar, and he broke it off and gave it to the village. Then the white boy say, it's some more of that on that boat over there. All y'all gotta do is go get on it. You can have as much of that as you want. Now, when y'all seen the movie, they showed you like they chased them niggas down, put them in chains and all that shit. No. Them niggas went on that boat for that Hershey bar, and they raised that anchor up and took off on their ass. Yeah. And by the time them niggas stopped sharing them Hershey bars, they was in Virginia on the chopping block. Because Monkey seen and Monkey done, and here we are, is what they say. But I don't believe that story. But we are a monkey see and monkey do race and society. So when you judging somebody, really, you cannot be far from what you're judging. That's what's the crazy thing about it. Because we were all taught the same silly ass motherfucking existence. All of us. We all went to grade school. We all watched Leave It to Beaver. We all watched all the shows that programmed us. And then when the shows got through programming us, our parents picked up and continued the programming because that they were programmed to do so. So why do you feel like you have whatever If you got money and you got Rolls Royces, you got cars, what the fuck? Do you think you have the right to judge another human being on what they have? If they are alive and they are existing, they have the same exact motherfucking thing that you have. The right of the basic respect of being on this planet that didn't nobody ask to come to, nigga. First of all. And then when I get here, I gotta listen to a bitch ass nigga like you or a naphead hoe like you tell me about myself. I ain't asked to come here, motherfucker. And I didn't ask to come here and be talked about by another motherfucker who caught the same Uber I did to this motherfucker. What the hell's wrong with y'all? To judge as a person is to only say something about your own self because we are part of the same motherfucking human race. And bitch, you ain't doing nothing, or I ain't doing nothing that ain't been done before. The fuck you judge me for? I didn't start this shit. I'm just a monkey like your dumb ass. But I guess to make ourselves feel better than, that's the route to go. But I'm telling you, you're only making a monkey of yourself if you open your mouth to judge another human being that has took the same class, went to the same school, ate the same food, drove the same car on the same motherfucking road to the same goddamn job, and to the same apartment house, village, fucking cabin, uh, tent up under the goddamn bridge, man. You ain't doing nothing no different or better than the next human being. So be careful, because judge not unless ye be judged. Man, have you ever had somebody, and you probably watched it over time, how somebody talked to somebody? You know, motherfucker just start talking crazy to somebody, and that person kind of like shrinks. You know, I've watched that, and that gives me problem. You dig? I can't stand it. And it's not the person that's, shrinking that person. It's that person that's shrinking that bothers me, because I see them uh, giving somebody permission and handing them their power over to somebody because some people don't like conflict. Some people don't know how to conflict. So they accept that. But one day, when that judge not, lest ye be judged, come to knocking, and that person stops shrinking, and that person goes off on that nigga or that woman or that person that been doing them like that. Don't you know that person have a nerve enough to think that you're doing them wrong or something? You ain't right, and they want to fight you, kill you, and all that because you no longer want to accept tucking your motherfucking tail. You got people out there like that, never knowing that that's just that behavior makes them worse than whatever they were saying about that person. And they do it in front of other people, and other people are so stupid that they won't even recognize that. Man, you gonna let that nigga talk to you like that or whatever? That nigga got some balls now. Niggas is like that. But see, when that shock comes, when they realize that a human being is no different than the next human being. We're just a higher animal. And if you corner any animal, I don't give a fuck if it's a mice, butterfly, whatever, you corner that animal and see how they behave. A lot of what these kids do today, the school shootings and, you know, uh, how they just go off, a lot of that is from the judgment of their peers, judging people And then y'all demonize that child because his parents provided him with a horrific way to get revenge, because they teach their children how to hunt, how to use guns and bow and arrows at a young age, very young age. Teach them how to take a life at a very young age. And if you are judging someone like that and you think they're shrinking, but they're not, their hate is swelling up in their chest. And you can continue that judgment, but you will be judged. But you will be judged. And people are not gonna promote it that way. They're not gonna say it like that on the news. They're gonna demonize that person. So I'm telling y'all to be, to come up out of that judgment, because you have no, I mean, unless we just a perfect society, who has the right to judge? And especially if you're on a certain level. If you're middle class, if you lower class, you got cats riding around here in a 96 Cadillac that, been selling dope for 15 years, that act like they really above the person that don't do that, because they get to go to the strip club. They get to burn their money. They get to buy hoes all week. You have women that go and strip and stay up 24 hours, do powder all night, do X pills all night, Molly's, Percocets, drink liquor all night, sweat, go through 2 packs of baby wipes all night, talked about, abused, that'll get up that next morning and fix their hair and walk out their door and judge a woman that's probably just going to work and taking care of 3 kids and, got a dent in a Honda or something like that. It's crazy. But this is what we do. And you have to ask yourself, is something like that worth saving? Would I go to war for? Even on a lower level, would I get out of my car and help someone like that? For what? To get them back to doing what harms us? What do we do? Now, is what I'm doing judging? Or is what I'm doing telling the truth? Or is what I'm doing giving my opinion? I think I'm giving my opinion because you don't have to do this, because I'm adding what you can do to it. I'm not telling you to go out there and just kill somebody or nothing like that. The only way that you could stop being a part of this, giving yourself out there willingly to be judged, is to stop. It's hard to do in your mind, I imagine that, because the commercials are good. The commercials are real good. The advertisement is good. They tell you have to have this. Hold on, y'all. Just a second. All right, y'all. Yeah, this is something that you have to stop or start to cut down on. And when you cut down on it, and when you cut down on it, then you can start to see that you don't need these things. You don't need to like really care about what somebody says about you online. This is ridiculous. And the life that you putting out there online, most likely you're not even doing that yourself. And you allow yourself to be judged on something that you're not even really doing. Most people, taking pictures and shit when they out, you know, and they eating or something like that. But if you go to their house, goddamn me, it's like we got beans and bologna. Yeah, that's what's going on now. So it's all false. And to be living this false existence and allowing yourself to be judged by that is absolutely ridiculous. But that's because they have put us in a position to be like um impersonal. Nothing is done in person no more. There's no more going to the post office. There's no more going to all these places that you used to go in person. There's no need to go out and meet somebody new in person. You do that on this new existence, which is this phone and computers and all that. And it's made us so impersonal to where meeting somebody in person is actually made to feel like it's dangerous. And if you say something to a motherfucker, the attitude is it's like, okay, what the fuck is you talking to me for? So, it's because if I'm right here in front of you and you judge me, there's a good chance that I might get on your ass. So don't talk to me right now. I can't be who I really am. You have to wait and hit me on my Instagram. And then, bitch, we can get it, we can, I'll give you that smoke, bitch. Yeah. I'll talk that shit. You understand? And that's what we are. Well, not we. That's what it is. It's not we. It's what it is. Because all of us are not like that. Us from the 70s, we still out here. And we not doing it like that, but we watching it being done. And even though we here now, we ain't going to be here later. But it's good to see what's going to be happening later. But it's good to see, but it's hard to see also. Because I'm realizing that, we the last of the Mohicans as far as realness is concerned. If you were born in, 70s and in the early 80s, yeah, you the last, you last of the Mohicans. For real. I can't add the names to that. I can't, that's when hip hop was really popping and cracking all that shit. But if you came from the 70s, you know your grandmother's cornbread recipe. You know how much salt bacon to put in collards. You understand me? Mustard greens, you did. You know how to make wild plum preserves. You see what I'm saying? You young niggas don't know nothing about that. You know, see what I'm talking about? So, uh, it's funny to see that, people build themselves up for that type of heartbreak willingly. So judging yourself and letting yourself being judged is just a part of the game that you're in. And you have to make the choice unless you still want to play the game. You can't lose if you don't play. And we've seen over the years that you can't win. So what that tell you? But you still want to do it because monkey see, monkey do. And most of that is what they depend on. All through this whole game that they've been playing with us, it's been pretty much on if somebody that they put in front of you do something and you follow them. Henceforth, you got Beyonce. Henceforth, you got pumpkin spice and all this shit. Henceforth, you got the girl who eat ass, and she's very popular right now. Very, very popular right now. And to me, they started with the young men and breaking them down and feminizing them, and now they are working on the women to take all and any kind of respect or any of that they had to completely obliterate it with what they are allowing young women to put out and allowing younger women to idolize that. It's out of control. So to judge ye and judge ye not unless ye be judged don't even really matter now. Because we are so out of control. We are so past Sodom and Gomorrah. You have to wonder is, hey, when is they gonna send somebody to break this shit up? Because when it was happening in those times, yeah, you were judged. From what we know in biblical so-called history, allegory, or however you want to pull it. I don't know if it's history or not, or allegory, but it was written about. This world has been destroyed several times because of bullshit. First time the flood came, it was because the giants was fucking around down here, eating up all the humans, destroying shit. So they flooded to get rid of them motherfuckers. I don't know what the fuck the dinosaurs were doing. They got fucked up too. See? Don't know what the Atlanteans was doing, but they got fucked up too. And so on and so on and so on. And this is the fact that we fucking up. In all those ways that those prior societies and civilizations were destroyed, we're fucking up in all those ways. We fucking up like the Romans. We fucking up like Sodom and Gomorrah. We fucking up like the Atlanteans did. We fucking up like the Egyptians did. But we doing it all at one time, cuz. So why y'all got time for judging? Who the fuck you got time to talk about, man? When we about all us about to be judged. Not P. Diddy because he had Tupac killed. That's bullshit. Not Donald Trump because he, been stealing money and they want to talk about it now. Been stealing money for years. That's bullshit. We all about to be judged. Now they say that we'll be separate for the righteous or whatever, or I don't know though. Because everything I've lived and everything I've done been off the motherfucking teachings of these peckerwoods. The very motherfuckers we say is wrong taught us everything we know. I don't give a damn what you say out of your mouth about all that Israelite shit. You wouldn't know that unless motherfucker wrote it down or the white folk brought it over here. You wouldn't know that. Half you niggas ain't never been to Israel. Don't know, how you get there. So you just have to think to yourself, man, and break it all down to the basics. Just stop doing all that shit, man, and then start replacing things where you think they should be. Because your judgment of others, you shouldn't have time if you were working on yourself, cuz if you really knew, you know what you are. So coming out of your mouth about another person or saying something outwardly about another person, dog, you ain't got time for that, cuz. We totally past that. We are in actual World War III. And that judge not, lest ye be judged, wasn't for you personally. This show. It's for us as a people. And that's what we are. So it's time to decide on if you one of those people who should be, damned. Not because Teresa or Lil Jon ain't got the latest Balenciaga, Nikes, or Jordans, or whatever the fuck y'all wasting your time on nowadays. You should be wondering if you've done anything for this world to make it survive, or to have yourselves as a human race survive. That's what you should be thinking about, cuz. Instead of talking about a nigga on Facebook. Because as long as you are there, you one nigga that they ain't got to worry about raising up to do anything about this mess. They ain't got to worry about you talking like I'm talking now. They don't have to worry about you. And that's a shame to be predictable in that way. So if I had to judge, I would give us as a people right now a big fat fucking zero. Because now we know. And seem like the more we know, the worse we get. I remember motherfuckers started off. You remember when Daisy Dukes used to be, risque? Look at motherfuckers today. Butt ass naked. Monkey see, monkey do. One monkey was brave enough to go out there, other monkey followed. Never questioning their own respect, never questioning their own safety, never questioning what uh the baby was gonna think when he see pictures of this. It's gonna be so many grandmothers with tattoos on their back here in about 5 years. There's gonna be so many grandmothers with uh nibble rings and some saggy titties in about 4 years. The old folk home gonna be full of bitches with blue pink hair in about 3 years. The dialysis center gonna be full of bitches they got fingernail and eyelash poisoning in about 2 years. And y'all sacrifice all that for what? To be judged the better half of your life and to look like a damn fool for the rest in death. That's sad. So let's straighten up, people. Because here on 1.0, we don't want to see that. So let's stop the judgment and start giving a solution to what you figure you got a problem with. Your opinion does not matter. Your judgment does not matter. But if you lift a real hand and raise it out to lift somebody up, that matters. If you give an encouraging word to somebody, you might not even know who it is. That matters. So why don't we put that out? Why are we trained as crabs in a barrel? It's time to start deprogramming ourselves. It's time to start getting outside of what you find to be comfortable, and that's all you know because that's all you were taught. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and try some other things and try to put a good vibe because the eclipses came and it's cleansed everything that you've done before away. And if you just pick up where you left off, son, you are wasting a good vibe, a good spirit that you have. So, and instead of judging, you can actually give your contribution to this newness that we're experiencing. Instead of running around twiddling your thumbs on how you can still be the same in a whole new existence. So here on 1.0, we are really trying to speak that into existence for you because we on the same road here. We riding the same way, but we feeling the vibe, and we want you to feel it here too on 1.0. Man, we're gonna kind of end the show early tonight. I'm gonna stop at about 40 minutes, I believe. Man, I want y'all to chime in next week. I got it's Scorpio season. I said I was gonna talk about Scorpio season, somebody that's very close to me and important in my life. is having a birthday. This is a birthday weekend, and we decided to do the show on Saturday because we were doing birthday festivities and other things. So it's Scorpio season, man. And you got a Scorpio in your life, man. I know you is feeling the love right about now because they are a love sign. I'm talking about love, love. Now, there's a sides to all signs. But most sign of the Scorpio is love, care, and nourishing and attention. So if you are enjoying the Scorpio this season, man, I understand totally what you are experiencing right now. But be aware of your signs, be aware of what's happening because it is a real thing. Your connection you have with the sun, the sky, the moon, and the stars is a bigger connection than what you probably learned. So I urge you all to at least try to open your mind up a little bit more to learn a little bit more about yourselves. Because now that I have, and I've started to show interest in my sign and how the moon affects our emotions and our feelings, and how the sun affects that, how the stars affects it, and how you can connect with the earth and heal yourself and all that. It is a very real and true thing. So I urge all you out there, whatever sign you are, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, all the signs, I suggest you start looking a little further into yourself, and you'll find that, you know, there is a chart to your life and what you experience. And all you have to do is open up to it. So I want to thank everybody for chiming in tonight, man. As usual, we always have a good conversation here in the living room at the doctor's office, man, at 1.0. And I want y'all to continue to chime in. And I'm going to look and see if anybody took me up on my challenge of replacing their holiday and having Dr. Shep come do a good 30 minutes and pay you for what you've done. Anytime you do something good, always pay yourself. Never miss a check. You hear me? Always pay yourself for whatever you do good, because you're the only one that's going to pay you. Is you. You can never get the compensation that you truly deserve unless you give it to yourself. So let's practice that here at 1.0. Again, 1.0. Again, I want to thank everyone for chiming in. If you have any new listeners, welcome to the family. If you have any comments or suggestions, and like I said, I need to look and see if anybody took me up on my offer, because I look to make good on that. And it's still good because we still got holidays going. Now, matter of fact, if you want to replace your holiday and don't want me to come and do a show at your place, how about you come and visit me at my show in December the 30th in Galveston? And we'll make that a holiday ourselves, and we'll try to do every year, because Brother Man shows up every year. And he comes home, and we always do a show. So until then, man, coming back across the track once again, my friend. I've walked on water. I've walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Take one of these and call me in the morning. Big shout out to my mother company, Black Earth Inc. is in the building. And big much love to my producer, Q, and my co-producer, Miss Amanda. And we're out. Mwah. Love you.